Yeah. Whatever happens one way or another, it'll be infrastructural changes and things we'll have to do. But I am not in the loop. I will respond and react accordingly the moment I'm told, as I do with everything else. But I have no idea what the arrangements will be, or may be, or are thinking of.
Okay, and are you familiar with what was proposed under the Cordova Agreement?
Completely. The terminal was built for the Cordova Agreement, so it took passengers to Schengen and brought them from Schengen. It seems that that's reversed now, that Schengen's coming in. So it's as simple as that, if you want to keep it simply. But I honestly have absolutely no idea.
It's a question of waiting to see what emerges from those
Yes, and I'm sure we'll
negotiations.
deliver. We always have. Why wouldn't we now? We delivered over COVID. We've delivered over everything else that's happened and come our way. So, I mean, you may have seen there was some disruption a few weeks ago with traffic having issues. Speak to the airlines, get the flights in earlier. There's lots of things we can do within our power. Then others, unfortunately, we can't. Once we can't, there's nothing else. So we're used to responding quickly and reacting quickly to whatever it is comes our way. That's the nature of the aviation industry.
All right. We heard yesterday how Chinese organised criminal network had been operating through the airport. Any comment to make on that?
I know that Borders and Coast Guards are actively all the time, and the RGP working on that permanently. I can't comment on what they do and what they don't do, mostly because I'm not in those conversations. But I know that they use all the assets we have in the building and all the accessibility they need and everything to follow what it is that they have to do. And they're very well connected. I also chair terminal security committees and things on those scale, and some of these subjects come up, and I know they have it all in hand.
And more generally, what is your approach as the director of the air terminal to safety?
Safety and security are paramount. It's curious because it's only in the English language. There are different words. If you go into French and Spanish, seguridad, it's the same one. So we have the airlines we need to comply with, their regulations. We have the local ones, and it has to come first. It has to be 100%. It can't be less. When it doesn't happen or doesn't get to 100%, then we find out why and we change as we do. We do a lot of quality control and a lot of compliance within to make sure that the processes we have in place and everything that we do is complying with regulation. And that's not seen, but it happens all the time. There's a lot of happening in the background to make sure that staff and passengers are working safe and are able to enjoy the passenger experience, which is a lovely modern word.